All right. The Rules Committee will come to order. The chair will entertain a motion from the distinguished gentleman from New York, Mr. Morelli.
Mr. Chairman, I move the committee grant H.R. 3807, the Relief for Restaurants and Other Hard-Hit Small Businesses Act of 2022, a closed rule. The rule provides 1 hour of debate equally divided and controlled by the chair and ranking minority member of the Committee on Small Business or their designees. The rule waives all points of order against consideration of the bill. The rule provides that an amendment in the nature of a substitute consisting of the text of Rules Committee Print 117-39, modified by the amendment printed in the Rules Committee report, shall be considered as adopted, and the bill as amended shall be considered as read. The rule waives all points of order against provisions of the bill as amended. Finally, the rule provides one motion to recommit.
You heard the motion from the gentleman from New York. Is there any amendment or discussion?
Mr. Chairman.
The distinguished gentleman from Pennsylvania.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. I move the committee make an order amendment number 8 to H.R. 3807 offered by Mr. Fitzgerald of Wisconsin. This amendment prohibits anyone convicted of violent crimes, sex crimes, drug trafficking, or anyone with ties to a foreign terrorist organization from accessing SBA assistance. This common sense amendment would ensure the federal government prioritize funds to those who represent the best America has to offer, not to violent felons, sexual predators, drug traffickers, and certainly not to those affiliated with terrorist organizations like the Taliban or ISIS. Even if you disagree with this amendment, there is no reason to preclude its consideration by the full House. I urge adoption of my motion, and with that, Mr. Chairman, I yield back.
Well, thank you very much. I just want to say for the record that SBA already has regulations, 13 CFR 120.110N, that prohibit SBA programs from going to businesses with associates who have been indicted for any felony or crime of moral turpitude. While the regulation is for SBA loan programs, it shows that SBA is aware of these entities and can make rules for other programs accordingly, and it has the authority to do so, and we would certainly expect that that's what they would do. So I don't think we need to add to that, but in any event, any other discussion or comments? Hearing none, the vote is on the Reschenthaler amendment. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, no.
Aye.
No. Either chair, the
No.
no. No, okay.
Mr. Chairman,
It
on
was
that.
a late no that we just, okay.
Sounds good.
Want a roll call vote?
Yes, please, thanks.
Roll call vote has been requested.
Mrs. Torres.
No.
Mrs. Torres, no. Mr. Perlmutter.
No.
Mr. Perlmutter, no. Mr. Raskin.
No.
Mr. Raskin, no. Ms. Scanlon. Mr. Morelli. Mr. Morelli, no. Mr. DeSaulnier. No. Mr. DeSaulnier, no. Ms. Ross.
No.
Ms. Ross.
Let me turn my computer on. Okay. No.
Okay, good.
Ms. Ross, no. Mr. Neguse. Mr. Cole.
Aye.
Mr. Cole, aye. Mr. Burgess. Mr. Reschenthaler. Aye. Mr. Reschenthaler, aye. Mrs. Fishbach. Aye. Mrs. Fishbach, aye. Mr. Chairman.
No.
Mr. Chairman, no.
Clerk, report the total.
3 yeas, 7 nays.
Further amendments? Hearing none, the vote is now on the motion from the distinguished gentleman from New York, Mr. Morelli. All those in favor say aye. Aye.
Aye.
Okay, and opposed, no?
No,
Okay, in the opinion of the chair, the ayes have it. You want to roll call?
Mr. Chair, on that, we would request a recorded vote.
A recorded vote has been requested. The clerk will call the roll.
Mrs. Torres.
Aye.
Mrs. Torres, aye. Mr. Perlmutter.
Aye.
Mr. Perlmutter, aye. Mr. Raskin.
Mr. Raskin?
Mr. Raskin.
Aye.
Okay.
Mr. Raskin, aye. Ms. Scanlon. Mr. Morelli. Aye. Mr. Morelli, aye. Mr. DeSaulnier. Mr. DeSaulnier, aye. Ms. Ross.
Aye.
Ms. Ross, aye. Mr. Neguse. Mr. Cole.
No.
Mr. Cole, no. Mr. Burgess. Mr. Reschenthaler. Mr. Reschenthaler, no. Mrs. Fishbach. Mrs. Fishbach, no. Mr. Chairman.
Aye.
Mr. Chairman, aye.
Clerk, report the total.
7 yeas, 3 nays.
The motion is agreed to, and Mr. Morelli will handle it for the Democrats.
And Ms. Fishbach will manage for the Republicans.
Ms. Fishbach will handle it for the Republicans. Terrific. It's great to see everybody. So that's it, I think. So with that, without objection, the committee is adjourned.